Meckel's diverticulum. In order to remember the definition of this, I would want you to remember the 5 W's. The first W is why. Why this Meckel's diverticulum arises? It's because of the unobliterated portion of the vertebral-intestinal duct. That is, there is an incomplete VIE closure that is going to happen. So where does it arise? It usually arises from the anti-mesenteric border. Remember, it's from the anti-mesenteric border. It can arise from any part of the small intestine, but most commonly the congenital diverticulum is going to arise from the ileocecal part. Coming to when does it arise? So most commonly it is a congenital type of a diverticulum. So coming to the fourth W, that is, what is this? It's nothing but a diverticulum. So diverticulum is basically a bulging pouch of the GI tract. Rule of 2 in case of Meckel's diverticulum. So it is 2% commonly seen in out of the intestinal diseases, and only 2% of the cases are going to be symptomatic, while the rest are asymptomatic. Okay, out of the symptomatic ones, half of the symptomatic ones are going to be children, that is, who are going to be less than 2 years, and it is more commonly seen in case of females than in case of males, and it is 2 feet from ileocecal valve and is going to be 2 inch in length, and 20% of the cases will have heterotrophic epithelium like gastric or pancreatic epithelium. Some important characteristics to be noted here are: the first thing is that, as I've already told, it's arising from the anti-mesenteric border of the ileum, and it has a independent blood supply, and there are all the layers of the bowel are present in this diverticulum, and it is communicating with the umbilicus. Remember, it is communicating with the umbilicus through a band or a fistula. All right. Now coming to symptoms. So what can you think of this? Of course, since there is a small obstruction like thing that is getting created here, so what is going to happen? Definitely, when the food or the bowel contents are going to pass through here, it is going to ulcerate the ileal mucosa. So whenever there is ulceration of the ileal mucosa, certainly there will be hemorrhage that is going to take place, and the person will be having maroon colored blood in the stools. And then the second possibility is that as the bowel contents pass, they might even perforate this, resulting in intestinal perforation, or it can give rise to intersusception also. Right. So the third thing is that due to the stagnation of the bowel contents, certainly it is going to cause infection. So whenever there is infection, that is also going to give rise to inflammation. So there will be diverticulitis also. Right. So coming to the investigation that need to be performed in order to diagnose this. So just remember two, which is L for laparoscopy will be performed, and the second one is enteroclysis, where we are going to do small bowel enema will be done. How do you treat this? Since most of them are asymptomatic, we are going to leave it alone. But if they turn into symptomatic ones, we are going to do what is called as Meckel's diverticulectomy.